I'm so excited. I have a question for her. Alexa, will you be my friend?
Of course we can be friends. You seem very nice.
Hey, what's up guys? JQ back with Tech Creation. So if you watched my last setup tour video, I kind of teased some of the smart home stuff that I have in the apartment, and I told you guys that I'll do a separate video on that. And this is that video. So let's start things off with the lighting system. Now the reason I chose Philips Hue is because I was already too far into the ecosystem that I just didn't want to switch over. And buying these bulbs could get really expensive. Like if you just need like white light in the hallway, for example, I recommend getting the white bulbs that go from cool white all the way to warm. You don't have to spend money on a color light bulb if you're not going to be changing colors in that particular area of your home. This way you save a couple bucks in your pocket and you don't have to burn a hole in your wallet. By the way, if anybody's wondering, this is a custom platform bed made by Gothic Cabinet, and I have two Philips Hue light strips that's running along the edges. It adds a really nice touch, beautiful accent lighting, and once you have your bridge connected, connecting the bulbs and all the other accessories becomes a piece of cake. The app will allow you to toggle individual lights one by one, turn off an entire room for example, or just mess around with the color spectrum until your heart's content and you find the right look that works for you. Whether you may be at home or out of state, the Philips Hue app allows you to have that out of home connection that's come in handy for me on a number of different occasions. Now what I really like about the Philips Hue system is that there's always more than one way to trigger your lights. For example, the motion sensors. So these motion sensors are completely wireless and they communicate to your bridge, and you basically just screw it into the wall and they have a magnetic base, and it's very simple to angle it however which way you want. And adding it to the system was very easy. It only took a couple of minutes. Now the benefit of having a couple of these installed around your home is that you can have these trigger your lights on when motion is detected during a certain time of the day. This way you don't trip over anything at nighttime, and that's similar to the way I have it set up. Now going back to what I was saying before about options of triggering the lights brings me to the next accessory, which is the Philips Hue Smart Switch. So this doesn't require any electrical work at all, which is great. And it's kind of not really like a light switch, it's just a wireless remote. So it has this magnetic flat base that you can stick to any flat surface, and the remote attaches magnetically to the base, so it looks nice and modern, just like a light switch. But the benefit is that you can actually remove it and use it as just a regular remote that you can keep around the house. And the beautiful thing about the Philips Hue system is that it integrates directly with your smart home assistants like the Amazon Echo and the Google Home. Hey Google, turn the desktop light purple.
Okay, changing the desktop to purple.
Hey Google, turn off the bed.
You got it, turning off 2 lights.
By the way, if any of you ever had trouble getting your light strips to stay on a certain surface and they keep falling off, I recommend you pick up this tape. I'll drop a link to this down below in the description, but it's very strong and it just so happens to be the same width as the Philips Hue light strips. So be sure to go pick this up as just backup just in case. So in the living room sits an Amazon Echo 2nd generation, which is an upgrade for me from the Amazon Echo Dot. It has much better sound and it looks better, has about 6 different color options. The fabric that I have on this one is called Heather Gray, and I think this color looks beautiful. So the Echo has been around a lot longer than the Google Home has, but I'll be honest, as we speak, as the time of this video, the Google Home has caught up so much in terms of compatibility. They're basically neck and neck at this point. And I have both of the assistants equally configured to where I can start something with the Amazon Echo and finish with the Google Home. Alexa, turn on the living room.
Okay.
And then as I walk to the room, let's say I forgot to turn them off, I can say, hey Google, turn off the living room lights.
Okay, turning 3 lights off.
Now the one benefit that the Amazon Echo has over the Google Home at the exact time of this video is routines. Now routines is also coming to the Google Home, but it's not quite available yet. So with routines, you can say any string of words and have the Echo perform a specific smart home action. So for example, when I come home, I say, Alexa, I'm back.
It's great to have you back home.
And it works like a charm, and it's nice to have Alexa welcome you. Alexa, never mind. And when I'm leaving, I can say, Alexa, I'm leaving.
Don't worry, I'll hold down the fort.
So that's the level of convenience that you can get using the Amazon Echo. And what I like about the both smart assistants is that with their respective apps, you can do the exact same thing instead of just talking to the assistant. So both smart assistants integrate with a dozen of other smart home products out there, including alarm systems as well.
Got it. Arming stay your security system.
So it's obvious I like to have the Philips Hue Bridge, the Amazon Echo, and the Google Assistant all work together in harmony. Perfect segue. So the Logitech Harmony Elite is one of those smart home products that I'm not quite sure why isn't it talked about more often, and it makes a great addition to any smart home. So simply put, it's basically just a universal remote system that can be integrated into your smart home via Wi-Fi. Anything that uses an infrared remote, you can basically have the Harmony control it through your smartphone. Or if you prefer, you can use the included touchscreen remote that communicates with the hub as another option, and it basically does the exact same thing as the app. It's just for added convenience. So for example, I have this fake fireplace that looks pretty beautiful, and it uses a small remote to power on and off. And it just so happens that it was already in the Harmony database, so I didn't have to really configure anything. And the great thing about the Harmony Hub is that it integrates with other smart home products like your Philips Hue system. So similar to the routines that I explained a little while ago with the Amazon Echo, you can actually set up activities with the Harmony Hub. When you launch the activity, a bunch of things happen at the same time. For example, you create an activity called Home. The activity starts, it'll turn on your TV, turn on this light, and turn on this light, etc., etc. So when an activity is triggered, the infrared signal shoots out of the Harmony Hub, but what's also included is 2 very long infrared extenders, and I recommend setting up all 3. This way, when you run an activity, the IR signal shoots out of all 3 locations, and it bounces all over the room, giving it a great chance of triggering your appliance. So I bought these cheap generic lights from Amazon that are powered off 3 AA batteries, and you can use them for your closets or under your cabinet, and it makes for great accent lighting. You basically just push it once to turn it on, and then push it again to turn it off. Now the golden thing here is that this set of lights came with a remote, which is all we need. So all I had to do was point the remote to the Harmony Hub and teach it the signal. So now I'll be able to control those dumb lights with my smartphone. Now if you want to take this experience even further, like I said, the Harmony Hub integrates with other smart home products, meaning the Google Home and the Amazon Echo, so that means you can use your voice to control your Harmony activities. So by linking the Harmony service via the Alexa app and the Google Home app, I can now say, Alexa, turn on the accent lights.
Okay.
There you go. So essentially, see what I've done? I took these cheap battery operated lights or dumb lights, and I was able to integrate it into my smart home and being able to activate them using my voice, all thanks to the Harmony Hub. So that's the kind of power that Harmony Hub yields, and I encourage you guys to give it a shot and, something to consider when adding it to your smart home. Alexa, turn on the fireplace.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on the accent lights.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on the smart TV.
Okay.
Now, one of the other things I like about this whole Harmony integration is that both smart assistants have support for secondary Harmony commands, meaning that depending on what activity you're running, you can control inputs within that activity. So I'm now running my smart TV activity, therefore I can go ahead and say, Alexa, tell Harmony to increase the volume.
Okay.
And it'll go ahead and increase it a few notches. So the last thing I want to mention is my smart TV. So this is the 55-inch X930E series by Sony. It has Android TV built in, so I don't necessarily need a Chromecast to stream Netflix, Spotify, and YouTube videos directly from my smartphone. Hey Google, play 4K HDR videos on the television.
Alright, playing 4K HDR videos from YouTube on XBR55X930E.
It's 4K and HDR ready, so it meets today's standards for content consumption, and it's just a beautiful looking TV. So yeah, I designed my smart apartment to be very situational, meaning I can control it under a variety of different situations. Let's say, for example, I'm listening to loud music and I can't speak to my voice assistants. I can use my smartphone. I can use the Philips Hue app, I can use the Harmony app, I can use the Alexa app, or I can use the Google Assistant app. But what if my smartphone is charging? Then I can use the Philips Hue light switch. But let's say I'm not next to the light switch, then I can use the Harmony remote. If I'm not next to the Harmony remote, then I can set up a schedule to rely on the motion sensors. Everything is kind of works in harmony together, and that's the way I like it. So yeah, that just about wraps it up for my simple smart apartment. I hope I gave some of you guys ideas out there if you were thinking of starting your own smart home project. And if you have any other suggestions or recommendations, feel free to drop those comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to show some love to that like button. All links will be down below in the description in case you happen to be interested. If this is your first on the channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on some more awesome tech videos. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.